Oh, I need to share. I need to go. Oh, we're already on the call. How do I get back to your call? Here we go. I think we're live now. We're live again. So hopefully we didn't lose too many people. Okay, I've popped the window out to another window. Here it is. And I'm sharing my screen. Hopefully people should start to pop in a minute.
I'm not seeing your screen though.
No, I'm just sharing right now.
Okay.
Ah! Hang on, that didn't work. There's a million of me. Sharing my screen. I shared the wrong screen. I'm so used to sharing screen 2. There we go. Are you watching this? Can you see this?
Can you? Oh, wait, that's the link. Okay. Unavailable.
It's a different stream. People have to follow us on our channel.
Oh, I follow us, but I don't get it.
I don't know. This is the second part. We'll have to.
Joy.
But we're live, so we might as well start. People will come in.
I think you said the video is private.
The video is private? No. Somebody's watching.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good.
We've got a stranger in the chat. So let us know you can see us. So we know that we didn't mark this video private. The old link won't work because we're no longer using that. Yes, Aaron found us live, so it's gonna work. We just have to be patient. Yes. So we are going to we're gonna continue to do the rough cleanup of this character, and then we're going to. It'll probably take another hour. And then it's going to take an hour to clean up. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one more stream of this character, but then we're going to stop. And then we're going to do another live demo on another day, but we'll schedule it. We'll get it done. Yeah. All right. You're good to go, Michelle. You can start again. I'm going to keep taking notes.
Can you send me the link of the live stream again? I just want to be able to read the comments.
I can always filter the comments if it causes. Maybe that might be slowing down your computer too.
My computer is not slow, so it's fine. It's just the streaming.
It's just. I can give you the link, but I don't know if it's going to be the link that.
Did you share a new link, or is it from the channel?
I'm sending you a link right now.
Okay. Request. It says that I am requesting streaming. You know what? Unimportant. If you guys can't see me, that's fine.
Learning process for us all.
Yeah, Lindsay, just let me know when it starts lagging or
Yep.
What are these questions? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Of course. Wow. I got an eye on the chat. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for your patience while we figured this out.
Thank you for being with us from the beginning. What I am doing now, just deleting all the layers that it's gonna confuse myself. I don't like having a lot of layers. There's a quick tip. If you guys wanna keep that in mind, there's a quick tip of how to get rid of empty layers. You go to script, file, scripts, and then you can delete all the empty layers.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, there you go. Now you know. And you can, when you make too many layers and you forget about it, then you can click and delete all the layers and all the empty ones. Anyway, so we're back at our key. And let's see, how do we want to do the side view? There's a few ways to do it. You can do the traditional one, the slightly squished ones, and or with the lid. I don't think we're doing the lid, so I guess we'll just do slightly squished.
Squish that eyeball.
And go in to see if it looks the same. Less cute, and we'll round everything up a little bit. So there's nothing like can really reference like the side of it or anything. It just like, oh, she's so bare.
I can see that. I can see that very. I can see that a lot. I understand that completely.
Yeah,
nothing to reference.
There's like a few ways to do like the side eyes. Like you can have it like go all the way to the edge, or you can like leave like a little bit here.
This is part of too, like I can bring these questions up with Mike Morris tomorrow and see what he would prefer. So if this is something that we
yeah, like before we clean up the character, everything is adjustable. So another thing is like don't fall too much in love with your character if you're doing like or anything that you do if you work in a production. It's gonna get a lot of fixes, and you might not end up being the person that is fixing it, depending on work schedule. But if you're doing your own project, I mean, yeah, by all means, go all out. It's gonna be so great to be able to do your own stuff. But if you are thinking of being in production, just ready. Be prepared that you have to let go a lot of things.
I'm actually asking our animation director right now, how much white space do you want?
The side, yeah.
Yeah.
I can just continue, and then Nancy, you let me know. We can. It's a V1. We can fix anything. If it doesn't work, if it works, that's great. It's not. If you didn't get everything right the first time, like don't worry about it. You're not supposed to get everything right the first time. Just get enough of it and get the idea across, then us people can your supervisor or your creative director or other people can give you feedbacks and stuff. So now we have a situation where because the legs and the arms are all black lines. When you line them up, they just look like this. I could move the arm a little bit backward and make it slightly more seeable.
What if we put the legs a little bit farther back and the arms a little forward? Yeah. Well, can we see what the difference is?
Now it's I wouldn't move the leg too much because that's the center of his weight, but we can move the arm up a bit. But if it's too close to his face, it's also not good.
Yeah. But I'm thinking like I would rather him have a little belly and
Oh, yeah.
then maybe not.
That means we could move the arm a little lower. Like instead of all the way up here, we'll just move him down here.
Can we see what that looks like in the front view?
Kind of like this. Then you have to bring it in a little more. A little less lanky though.
Can we refer to the designs? Like the concepts?
Yeah.
Can we do a quick double check?
His arm looked like he's way under his chin.
Yeah, and that one he does.
Yeah, from like there's this pose and then this pose look like the arm is very like under the his face. And take a look.
I think that looks good. Like, can we just nudge the legs back? Can we, like, I like the positioning of what you have with the arms and legs, but can we nudge them back just a smidgen? Yeah, that's enough. That's like more than enough. That way it's still kind of on center. And maybe we can push the arms back just a little bit more too. I think that's fine. So that they're not touching. Yeah. Give it a little bit more space.
You want him back to the original
I'm okay with the lower arms. I actually don't mind the lower arms.
Yeah, we can go with the lower arm.
Because what I like too is the rule where it's like the hands fall and they're just a little bit of space underneath the body. That's an easy rule for people to remember. I don't know. The arms drag actually. Like we're almost off model. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Maybe we need to put the arms way lower.
Yeah. Need to keep this one also out. Always good to go back and check. Really rely on just one model pose all the time.
There's got to be somewhere in the middle where it.
That's why labeling labeling is important. I can't find my line. That was it. You can change color too. Let me see. What is here? You want the arm to be around here?
Let's see it in the front view. It's hard to judge the.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure there's enough arm in general. I think the
Yeah.
arms could. This is such a unique. I love these conversations in animation. Like this, these are the conversations that make the job fun.
He's okay with lower arms too. Like he's kind of cute.
Yeah,
That.
I think like I honestly think that we're going to be like when we start to get into animating this character, I have a feeling the arms are going to be very expressive and we're just going to allow them to kind of float around. But for now, what we do want to make sure that we have is like some sort of base. I'm okay with that. That looks good.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I mean, nothing looks bad. That's the hard part. It's like, what's the best option? But that looks good.
That's what the fun is. Like you, it could go this way. It could go that way. Like it's not any like true set of stone. It's just kind of just like personal taste and like your production. If it needs to be a little better that way, a little more that way, then we adjust it.
We've got Jonathan Gibson watching us. Hi, Gibby. That's a name that might come up later on in the month for everybody else who's watching.
Why?
He might be helping us with our backgrounds.
Oh, okay. Hi. Hello. So yeah, if you want to do a side, which is going straight down, right? No what's it called? No bending or anything, right?
No.
Or do you want like?
Oh, I don't know. Give him little knees.
It's cuter straight down. I would make it less bendy.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of curve. Yeah, instead of like dead straight down, we can make it a little bit of curve to give it a little personality.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Do we need a bottom view? It's just him, and then like where his legs sit.
Another day. But yeah.
That's why you're gonna be attaching his legs. It's like yeah.
It'll be fun to draw those. We're gonna have Mike Morris do the details of the hands and the feet tomorrow too. So that's one of the requests is the bottoms of the feet.
Yeah.
So
this, and then like that's your, and then feet.
Yeah.
So not on the same topic, but this is the bottom view.
I don't hate it.
It's cute. Yeah. So I think that's kind of the side view, but let's change the audio. Is the video laggy or is it okay?
It's lagging. We're trying not to worry about it.
Okay. the fingers are all like black, so we might have to do is like use different color.
Mm-hmm.
So when we have to do like a example sheets later.
We're gonna be doing that tomorrow with Mike. He's gonna do a little bit of the do's and he's gonna do a little bit of the do's and don'ts for the hands.
I think this is good enough. And then the little mouth. So here's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
do we want this as a side view, or do we want just this?
Oh, I like the other one.
Yeah, having like a tiny peek.
It almost this is a big conversation too, because when you get into profile views, because we're not gonna right now our short this character does not talk, but because we're building something that's easy enough for us to get off the ground, and hard enough for us to make sure that we're doing something as close to a production as possible. So this is a tricky situation because can we maybe go to the design sheet one more time and see what if there's any concept out there that we can compare, because we don't have any. Yeah, there's no designs right now where the mouth gets cut. And so this is
do they know what it goes? I like this face. So cute.
I know. Our riggers were like, we could just build this. We could just start building this. We don't need a design. And I was like, I know you can. I know you can. Yeah. But we have to do this in the proper order. We have to show people what goes through our heads.
It's not the same. Now you know that there's so much going into the design. You know that, like, I mean, you could just go in and build it, but you could also add a little bit things to it. This is a side view.
I'm looking for it. Where is it? Right there. So he cuts the mouth in that one a little bit. Because it's going to come down, when we do stuff like this, it's going to come down to how we create the mouth chart. So one day when we start to get, like when we get through this project and the next project, the next project and the next project, we'll get to mouth charts. And this is going to become a very big question, because it's a completely new way of rigging for the mouth. Like if the mouth never gets cut by the body, then we have a little, like, it's a completely different way to animate lip sync. It's a whole new mouth chart that you have to design, unless it's designed with this in mind. This is all preventative measures that I think these conversations lead to, but it's like, what do we want to prevent right now? I like the looks. I like the looks of this mouth. But if we have to cut it, because that will allow us to get that really deep shape in the profile.
To show the differences, if it's cut in, then when you do stuff like that, this part needs to be cut. And then you can do like a and you can like have more. If this part is gonna move,
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Do we want it to look like that, or do we? I think that I don't think we have. Oh, I don't want an angry pea. Oh, actually, that's not true. I'm when we had this when we were at the conference together, I was having a morning where things weren't going right and everything was going wrong, and I was like, I was having a. It's hard to be in a bad mood at an animation conference. It's really hard, but because of the order of operations, and I was walking back to the thing, and these designs had already been there. It was like the next day. There was just some stuff that went wrong, and nothing to do with the conference. It was just I don't even remember, but I think it was having to do with I was literally in the process of moving across the country, so it was like stuff with my car. I think I had to move. I had all my stuff in my car. I think I had to move stuff from the car to the room. I think I got locked out, and I was just having one of those moments. And I was like, Mike, we need a. I said, pissed off pea. I was like, we need a pissed off pea. We need like one of these peas has to be grumpy because I'm having a moment where I'm just so grumpy. And then he drew the pissed off pea. We originally called it that, but then another board artist was looking at the whole thing, and then he crossed out the pissed off, and then he put in peeved. So we have a peeved pea specifically because I requested it. So it's funny that we're using this example right now.
If you don't cut them out, then the shape will never change.
Yeah.
It would be easier to slap some mouth rig on it.
I think that the cutout looks better here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah. At least if we go into extremes, if we go into extreme poses, I think the cutout looks better.
Yeah. It will give you more freedom to animate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is everyone okay? Does everyone have an opinion? Have maybe suggestions?
No suggestions. Aaron just says peeved is true. I think I had to move my car about 5 times, and I think I got locked out of my room, and I think it was like just these things, and I was just like, it's a lot. It's a lot right now.
So that is probably our side view.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's cute.
Yeah. For now,
it'll give the flexibility the character can like pull the shoulders up or go down. I think that's that's a good, I think that'll be a lot of fun. Expressive is the word. It'll be very expressive.
Would be, yeah. It's very stretchy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think anything before you clean up, it's adjustable. So it's okay. Yeah, it's pretty cute. I would probably bring the leg. I want to bring it down a bit. That's okay. All right, let's do order back because that's also easier.
Quarter back and quarter front, and we're done.
Yeah. There's no actual like orders to do it. I just do it whenever you feel like it. So a quarter back, that gets a slightly tricky because he's a sphere. Like, how do we add dimension into the sphere? That's like, yeah. Just remind that even though he's like old, even though he's just a ball, like he's still a 3D object.
Mm-hmm.
So still when you turn anything, and it's just like you don't have any other reference, still keep in mind that he's still a 3D object.
It's like he's wearing a little tiny pants.
Oh, you could give him pants later.
Another time. That's a lesson in costume changes.
Costume changing. So another thing about if you want to do like a feat, you know how the a lot of people do the pizza method. So sorry, this is like really rough, but essentially this is what it is. You create kind of like a pizza shape, and then it's like where do you put the feet? And right now it's pretty standard looking. I like the top view. And the bottom view of him. He's pretty standard with his feet. Something like this. Yeah. Yeah, if you do like a quarter back, then his feet is kind of like standing this way.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So you can just warp it a little bit for now.
I like how you take pre-existing artwork and then you kind of skew it into what you need. This is something that I learned because I don't draw. I don't have these skills. I've had to learn how to manipulate artwork that is pre-existing to create the artwork that I need. And so I like to see that you are doing that too.
Yeah, because like at least if you're moving those things around, you know they're the size and the shape. But
and then clean it up. Yeah, that's what I would always do too. Mm-hmm. I find it so much faster too.
Yeah, it is. It's I think it's just however it's faster for you, and if the results come out okay, then it's like slightly more front than the other leg. See his bottom is like this, but we don't see his bottom, so I'm just gonna erase it. Oh, so nice. Then where you want the arm, wrap him around the arm is like
okay, we got a question about the pizza method.
Yeah.
All right, so the pizza method is a top-down drawing that you rotated to see where the feet line up horizontally. Sorry, the heart for me to like the comment or like whatever is on top of the word. The pizza method is a top-down drawing that you rotated to see where the feet line up horizontally. Yeah. which is new to me. I've actually never heard this pizza. This is a new tip for me.
I think you don't have to do it, but it's like it's good to just have like if you're not sure where to put it, then you could use it, especially like if it's like poses that are harder. You have one foot kind of like going this way and then another go like the other way, and it gets more difficult, and then you have to like figure it out where you want to put it. I drew rookie mistake. I drew on my pizza. Anyways, there you go. There's my feet. But yeah, if you have one foot that is like slightly further out, and one it's like in the back, then that's when things get more tricky.
Because now you have to show both legs.
Yeah, then you have to like figure out where does the leg stand.
We get so many questions for posing for this stuff, like on our server for like, is this pose okay? And we're always looking at the ground line, but now that's a nice tool to be able to introduce to say like, think about the pizza roll. We'll have to do something fun about the pizza roll.
The pizza roll.
Pizza feet rule. It's not just if we're skiing.
Pizza, think pizza. And then after that, it's such a simple character. Like, I'm like, is he done? It's not.
Well, it was designed to be easy. It was designed to be like we could go through the whole process, but fly through. But at the same time, yeah, it's never easy. I think that's the lesson. It's never as easy as you think it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm just like questioning myself. Why is this so fast? Like, is he done? Like, should I keep touching it? No, I should leave him. Okay, let's leave him for now. If we have to fix him, we'll fix him later.
Okay, yeah, and we'll also let Mike go through and
your themes. Figure out what works, what doesn't work. See, labeling is important.
This is exactly. I guess it's a lot easier you do the work and then you go back in and label, but it's important to go back in and label. Sometimes we just do the work and we forget to label. In rigging, it's not like that at all. It's like you label first. In rigging, you label before you draw. So you want to know where you're going before you're labeling.
Yeah. Exactly. Move on. Is it still too leggy? Should I pause and stop for a bit?
No, you're fine. You're good. It's actually kind of come across pretty smooth. I mean, smooth enough. I also changed the latency for this stream. So I went ultra low. And it seems to be picking up a little bit better. I don't know if anybody in the chat who was here previously can attest to that, but
so quarter front, I think that's usually what people start with, because that's like the most fun draw.
I agree. It's the most visually appealing. I used to rig making the quarter front first because it was so much faster, or it was not faster. It wasn't. It was the view that was needed the most. It was the view that was needed first, and so we would rig this view first. And it wasn't until maybe a couple of years before I left working in the industry that we kind of started to fight to I don't want to say fight. Fight's a strong word, but we were like insistent that we build the front view first because we were starting to learn all these tricks where it was speeding up our rigging process so fast. So it's much faster for us to build the front view and then use symmetry tricks. Yeah, to get the rig done, and then our quarter front view would be done in about 5 minutes after the front view was done. So we could get it was almost like we could get 2 views done in the same time to do one. But because it was different way and production wasn't used to it, we kind of had to be very insistent. And then eventually that was, that became normal. So building front views are so much faster now.
I mean, this character is so easy. The front and the back almost look the same.
On purpose. No, none of that was on purpose. This character just kind of came up, and I was like, this would be so fast. Mike wanted me to rig it at the show that we were at, and I was like, I don't think I could rig a character and talk to people and do all these things.
Yeah.
So that was the plan. I was like, well, we need a reason to bring back the rig along. We'll build this character. We will definitely build this character. He's so cute.
What I'm doing now is I go back and forth with the front view to see the space between everything. Just make sure that even though it's a quarter view, it would have a little bit more space on the right side, but it's the gap between the eyes, the gap between the mouth, it's like should stay a little bit consistent. And that's another thing about like if the spacing it's correct, then your character will look more on model. It's a lot of times it's like, oh, the eye is too far, a little bit too far, and then pupil is a little bit too far, and then that's when you get the it doesn't really look like him or that you're drawing.
It's so cute. It's perfect.
Yeah, just make sure the center of weight, you can always like double check. So this is a ruler tool. You just Control R, and then it will bring up this grid, and you can just literally pull from the side to grab a ruler from any direction if you need it, just for just a straight line to check. I wouldn't use it for lining your work because it snaps to, like your drawing will snap to a little bit. Like it will take it. It will take you with it. Like, but don't just.
I see that. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Sorry.
It's an interesting workflow because I guess when you're drawing, you don't want it to be snapping, but when we're rigging, when we use the guides, we usually want it to snap to the line. So it's like the opposite, you know?
Yeah, we don't want our lines to be disturbed. I think
Does it look good for where the line, and I don't know if this is what you were just doing or if this was, but does it look good for the space where the line lines up with the eyeball, with the corner of the mouth? Is that a good overlapping line? Do you know what I'm trying to, do you know what I mean by that?
For where to put the straight line?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about a straight line, but like the corner, the tip of the mouth, the corners of the mouth where they line up underneath the bottom of the eye. Does that match? Is that what you're doing right now?
Does it match? Let's see.
That looks pretty good. Yeah.
Oh. Kind of. Like the edges a little bit.
Yeah.
These are the details that we fix in cleanups.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
Okay. I'm jumping.
Character, I just cut him in half and and then just duplicate him.
Oh, I see. To make the symmetry. Yeah. There you go. Symmetry tricks. Okay. Sorry for jumping in.
Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, it's a good thing to remember too. Like anything you can use to help you with the size relations, use it.
It's so cute.
And it is, yeah. We can push this a little bit further.
These are like such small micro adjustments, but it's so.
Yeah. And yeah, I think mostly just like see if that still looks like your character after a bit. His eyebrow would be like this, sitting on top of him.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious to think about all the steps. Like I know we're kind of. And I'm not the best at marketing. I'm not that's not my skill. This is not my skill, guys. I'm not an internet marketer. I'm not a marketer at all. I rig characters for a living. I make puppets. It's funny, like me knowing, and I know you know the steps too, Michelle, but like the people that are involved in this project, we're like revealing them so slowly and like an onion, like one layer at a time. But to know what we're doing right now, to know what's coming up, I was so nervous about this project because this is literally, and this is why I wanted to work with you guys and professionals and like my friends, because one, I know how you work. I know that when I say, can we do this, that you can interpret that information in a way that works. But at the same time, it's so scary to hand over this idea and like just take your hands off and then let it come to life. But now that we're here, it's just so exciting. Like this is gonna be wild. I feel like an inside joke between me, the mentors, and then as you guys in the chat and everyone who's watching this learns what it is that we're doing, bit by bit. It's gonna be how do I say this? Wild.
I was trying to figure this feat out, but yeah, I agree. This we never really do. Well, I never really do like talk and then draw in the same time. Yeah, it's a good experience to have, and also this project is gonna be fun. Yeah, we're doing this live. Well,
It looks so good. I can't wait to get this. I can't wait to get this to a rigging phase. And then we're gonna animate this. Holy smokes! And then just wait till you see the environment that we put them in.
Hey. And we give him a little hat. Needs a little hat.
Not today. But yes. Of course. Of course. Oh.
Has a little hat.
Oh my goodness.
Fancy top hat.
we were talking about props that would be appropriate for like what the character what am I trying to say? Like what's appropriate for the character in the scene? Because we want to show how to make a prop, and actually a hat came up, but a hat is actually way more complicated than you think it is. We always think a hat is a very easy prop, but because it's a hat, you know, it's you put it on your head. But the reality is a hat has a whole bunch of like properties, like whether it's in front or behind the head. Like if you like, obviously there's latency and there's lag in my video, but like hats are hilariously mislabeled props, because and especially depending on what you're going to do with it, and a hat can really be like a cup. This is another good example of my hand's kind of blocking it. Let's see, like this is a clear cup. It's got designs on it, but then there's liquid, and you know, whether you want that liquid to be seen, we have to really think about that. Even the top of the liquid, if you can see this, like obviously this liquid's always going to remain flat due to gravity, but like if this glass was lower or higher, you'd see the top of the liquid. So you have to have that round circular. So much engineering goes into these very simple props. And so we're in the process of trying to figure out what is a simple enough prop that we can show the process of how to start thinking about props, but also without breaking the bank in our hours. So a hat was on the table, but the hat's no longer on the table. But it doesn't mean that there's no hat in the future of this character. It just means that not for this step, not for this short. Okay, when I follow the stream, sound drops out. When I'm fine, I listen about 10 minutes behind. It might be on my end. Oh, I hope it's fine, Mo. We're happy to have you here. Sorry that it's a little bit laggy. All right, so, but I think, is this done, Michelle?
This is pretty much done. Yeah, you can do a little bit of coloring him in for now, but it's not up for like actually coloring him in. But it would be cute if we see him in color.
Oh.
Like, and I go here, and then I go.
Oh.
Yeah, and then in the cleanup stage, that's when we figure out shadows, highlights. That's also part of it too. So we can actually add a little bit here to indicate that. Do you want the shadow in here, kind of like this green?
You mean the highlight?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, highlight.
Oh, it's coming alive. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's well, it depends on what we're gonna do. We are gonna have the lighting for sure. We do want to have a shadow as well, like on the bottom. So like we have the top and the bottom. One highlight, one shadow. That way, when we get to compositing, we can actually show people how to connect these layers to some fancy lighting tricks. And we do have Mark 410 coming back. I think I shouldn't say, I can't guarantee it. He's in the process of moving across the country. So we're waiting to see if he's available. But we're hopeful. It's so cute. Can I ask for one favor before we get too far? I don't know if this is going to be hard, but I've noticed that because of the way that you did your rigs, or when you did your designs, but this is more for rigging, is it possible to get the characters to line them up in their order so that they are rotating? They look like they're rotating. Does that make sense? So the first character is fine, like the front view is fine, but can we swap the last character and the quarter front? Or is that too much because you got too many layers?
No, that's fine.
And then that way when we do the lighting, we'll make sure that the lighting is rotating with the character.
To be here,
yeah.
And then back. Okay.
Yeah, and then can you flip the quarterback?
The other way.
Yeah, and then you're done. You're done, baby.
Yeah.
And that's it. Oh, Michelle looks so good.
It's good to check that, like, oh yeah, there's another thing. If you want to flip back and forth, you can kind of see that, like, where if your weight is correct, not. Yeah. And there she is. Him. They.
We don't know. Who knows?
But now he looks weird with colors. I would change the color.
Well, I think that the layering probably just kind of got messed up, I'm sure. Because it was perfect. It was my fault. I asked. Oh, yeah, I guess the colors changed spots.
It's okay. We can just move it. It's like a really fast filled-in color anyways. It's not. It looks like a ping pong ball.
I know.
A tennis ball. Tennis ball boy. Oh, no. And yeah, next time we'll have to clean them up.
We will clean them up. It's so cute. It looks like a real cartoon already. We did it.
Yeah. What does it look like without the line? He's a different character without the line. Ghost.
No, the line makes a big impact. It's really adorable. Okay, so I will, let's see if I have, where do I find this information? So tomorrow we're going to be doing this again, but tomorrow's classes are going to be part of the Discord. So I'm dropping the link to the Discord. You can also go to my website and buy into the class. We're going to be having Mike Morris, and we're going to be continuing this through our typical go-to meeting process, or Zoom classes, kind of. What is it? Oh, yeah, using community.ca/schedule. Hopefully I spelled schedule right. I always spell, I didn't. I'm missing an H. But let's see. Let's try that one more time. And then today and tomorrow, we're going to be announcing the rest of the classes. So we've had, it takes us a little while to nail down the schedule with everybody else's schedule. So I just want to say thanks for everybody's patience in the process of our creating this short. Because we do, like, we do this on top of our lives, and on top of our jobs. So we are working with some people who are navigating their own work deadlines. Let's see, how do I spell schedule? CHE, there we go. HTTP. Okay, hopefully that's the proper website link. But yeah, please feel free to join us tomorrow when we continue this character. We are going to dive into a lot of the details that we talked about today, and what exactly is needed for this character to come to life. I got a little bit of an update from our animation director, who wants to see us utilize the cutters in the rig, but he actually did say that he wanted to see a little bit of let's call it a lump and a bump, especially with the pupils, because that gives us definition as the character is moving around, especially when you're going from front view to profile view, it'll help give a little bit of definition, and we don't need to worry about that right now. But Michelle, thank you so much. And we'll have to figure out the next time we're going to do this, but then we're going to start rigging the character as well. So we'll bring it all together, and we'll make sure that all these bits and pieces come together for a very fun, incredible final product.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's if we're gonna clean it up, it's gonna take like another hour, so it's gonna a little too long for the stream. But yeah, we can do this off camera or just share the result for everyone.
We'll figure out a good mix. Yeah. We'll figure out a good mix, and we'll figure out our streaming process. Again, thank you so much for everybody who stuck with us and still participated, because, you know, as I always keep saying, we're just getting started. We're always getting started.
Thank you everyone for your patience and joining us.
All right, thank you so much, Michelle, and we'll see everybody soon. Have a great day. Don't work too hard.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.